We want to tell you something that could affect the X2 line there in Northeast D.C. By now, you've no doubt seen this video right here. This woman upset with her bus driver. So look what she did. Throws urine at her. And, you know, so far, the suspected attacker, that woman right there, has been taken into custody. Pretty disgusting, though, but it's grabbing a lot of attention. And bus drivers say this is really just part of a bigger problem. And they are now saying they are refusing to work if their demands are not met. WUSA 9's Evan Koslov joins us at the Minnesota Avenue station where the line ends with more. So are bus drivers working this morning, Evan?
No, they're not. This is breaking news we've got right here. We're in Minnesota Avenue, and if you look over my shoulder here, you'll see that a bunch of the buses are sitting here. They're all X2s. None of them are moving. And then the folks that are in the yellow vests are, of course, the drivers. They're not leaving here. They're not going until they get police on board. They're worried about their lives when they're on there sometimes. Of course, this most recent incident has been the most shocking, definitely the most gross, but they say this is nothing new. It is not unique. They're assaulted all the time. People are sometimes spit on them about the fares, is what I was told by them. So they're frustrated and they want police on board. Just some recap. I know you saw the video a little bit before. Let's talk about this video a little more. The person that did this was Opal Brown. We're told that the driver said, "Have a nice day." And that was the trigger. That's what it took, and we don't know why, what was going through her head, but she threw that urine on the driver. So now they're frustrated and they want more action. Real quick, just to fill you in about what line this is, the X2 runs basically all the way across the city. It starts in Northwest by the White House at 16th. And then it comes all the way over here to Minnesota Avenue. So a lot of commuters are definitely impacted by this. And right now, if you come here, you're going to be waiting because these buses are not operating right now. We do see some police officers that are coming here, so we don't know what their response is going to be. Perhaps they give them the officers on board, but we'll have to wait and see right now. So that's the very latest here at Minnesota Avenue. We've got a lot of buses collecting here and a lot of drivers that say they're not going to drive until they get what they want. Guys?
Evan, stay with us for a minute if you can, please. So what are riders supposed to do at this point? Is there any alternate routes? What can they do?
Well, I think we definitely need to talk to Ellen about that because if you don't want to take an Uber, you're going to want to find another way to get to work because the other thing to think about is that this could be resolved. They want police officers on board. So if Metro Police decides that that's the easier solution and send some officers, then maybe your commute won't be disrupted. But right now, definitely will.
Oh, well, Evan, one other question before we get you out of here. I mean, they are represented clearly by a union. Typically in cases like this, the union approves a strike. Do we know if that has in fact happened and then whether or not there's been any type of response from Metro about what we believe to be happening right now, which is an unexpected strike that's going to affect thousands of people trying to make their way to work this morning during the rush hour?
So we're getting all this information from the union leaders. So this is organized by them. However, they're not calling this a strike. To me, it sounds a lot like a strike, and I've even asked them about that specifically, saying this kind of sounds a lot like a strike, but they're saying, no, it's not a strike. They're saying they don't want to ride because they don't feel safe. And so as soon as they get a resolution to that problem, they say they'll get back on the bus. Right now, no reaction from Metro, so we're still waiting on that.
You know, that bus line has had a history
of
issues,
problems,
assaults,
yes.
A lot of problems, and so these drivers are standing up for what they believe in, so we'll see how that shapes up throughout the day, and it'll be interesting to see what Metro has to say about this.
Yeah, in the meantime, there's all these other riders who did nothing wrong who are now affected by this, unfortunately.
I will say quickly before we let you go, Evan, that for folks that travel along sections of H Street, there is the streetcar that is free and operating. Right. So that will take you from parts of H Street to Union Station. But again, that's still pretty limited for the most part, but it is up and available this morning. So we will check in back.
One last thing is that there's going to be a press conference at 7:30. We should get a lot more information, so we'll pass it along to you guys as soon as we get it.
Okay, Evan.
7:30.
All right, Evan. We'll be checking with you throughout the morning if you get any other updates for us, too. Now, for the latest breaking updates on that story and more, you can download the free WUSA 9 app. You can also get it on our website at WUSA9.com.